had the most amazing client on Friday. I work as a psychic medium, and I was connecting with my client's deceased mother. And she explained to us how in the 3 days before she passed, while she was in a coma, she resolved all of her wounds, her trauma, by arguing with her ancestors, the people that had already passed over, her loved ones who had wronged her. And she had it out with them, and they took accountability and responsibility for how their actions impacted her. And she refused to die until she had processed her wounding and her trauma, because in that state, she got to see an overview of her life, of how her wounding was being passed down genetically. Her child, her child's child, like, you know, it sits in the DNA and it's affecting our loved ones around us. And so she was like, I'm not leaving until I have processed this. And that was 3 days of fighting. What my client perceived as her being very unhappy and unsettled. And my client said, and then after 3 days she gave up. And I was like, she did not give up. She did the most courageous thing I have ever seen anyone do. She released you from her trauma. Have you guys not noticed how calm you are? She's like, yes, actually. I've been looking at my children. They're so calm. And, you know, even myself with my mother's passing, I was so calm. And I thought maybe there's something wrong with us. Maybe we're in denial. And it's like, or maybe your mother gave you the biggest blessing anyone could ever give on their deathbed, which is to release you from her wounding, from her ancestors' wounding. So that is very, very powerful. What I've learned about the afterlife is that once people get there, once they receive the overview of their lives, they come to understand how their lifetimes have hurt us, how they impact other people. There's a lot of accountability that takes place. And we need to go find that feeling, that peace that they have, so that it can impact our energy fields, so that we can be released. And if we do it, if we release our loved ones when we are alive, life-changing miracle healings, like they were all cured from anxiety, like chronic anxiety. They were cured. Yeah. So ancestral healing is a very real thing. But if you Google ancestor, it means people who passed over, like the grandparents of the grandparents. It's those who came before. And the way I'm talking about it is, and the people who are still here. So if you're seeking ancestral healing, and the people who are still here. Yeah, it's very exciting. I was so blown away by the power of this deceased lady. My goodness, it was incredible.